What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Big Boy John 25. Tonight I'm gonna do my AEW New Year's Match One Night One review and highlights. You guys new. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get started. Now, AEW itself was a very good show. I enjoyed it for what it was. So, match card number one. So we got the Young Bucks and SCU versus the Acclaim in TH2. This was a very fun match to watch. It says Matt Caster drops some rhymes as Anthony Bowens entered with Jack Evans and Angelico. He even name dropped John Cena. Insert Cena. Griff Jr. revealed that Snoop Dogg is going to accompany Cody to the ring tonight. Daniel slung Caster in a brawl in shorts. Cass and Bowen go at it once more before Nick Jackson head scissors TH2 and then takes out the opposition on the outside. Daniels goes for the abandoned moonsault, but Bowen cuts him off. It's Bowens and Daniels in the ring before he tag in Caster. Drop kick gets a 1 count. Angelico tags in wrench the arm of Daniels. Double team by TH2. Jack Evans cover and gets a 2 count. CD remains isolated at Bowen goes back in the ring. Blockbuster by Bowens. Elbow by Caster and Evans his move before Angelico locks in the perfect submission to CD. Back to Bowens and Daniels. Standing switch duel until Daniel hits a blue thunderbomb. Hot tag to Frankie and he fires up. Instagram by Evans accidentally boosts Caster off the apron. Suplex pin attempt by Kazarian for a 2. Kick to the chest by Jack Evans. Standing Sky Twister press gets a 2 count. Jericho gives the STU hard impressions. Cass tags in Matt who double Northern Light suplex his foes. Dive in senton to Jack Evans and then a flurry of moves Angelico and Caster. Dive on top of them before focusing on downing Bowens. Bucks hit a risky business and Anthony Bowens boosts himself up. Soon after, Cass and Matt joins up to hit the BTE trigger on Bowens for a 2 count. TH2 focus on Nick Jackson who goes for his 60-40, but Nick gets his knees up and hits his brother right rush shot. Go for a Meltzer driver, but it gets entirely torqued. They look to go for it again, but Nick derps himself and onto people on the outside. Instead of CD delivers a BME do finish the Melters driver for the win. I was trying to pronounce that word, but I did my very best. But anyway, the winners of the match, SCU and the Young Bucks. This match was very fun to watch, as I stated earlier. It says after the match, Kazarian returns that if he and Daniels lose a tag match together, they are done. Daniel says no matter what, they got the Bucks back. That is until they challenge for those titles. After the break, it says after the break, out comes Moxley. He says they may accept him and cause up the storm about the event that transpired on December. You know what? And moaning is a waste of time, and his is an unforgivable sport. All you can do is endure and take it on the chin. You plant your feet in the ground. You stare down adversary, and you don't back down an inch. What to do about Kenny Omega and his used car salesman looking friend? He entitled solution will beat them in a bloody pulp with a crowbar. Tonight the AEW title is on the line, and he's all about upholding the honor of that belt. Ray Phoenix has worked hard 13 years to get to where he is, so he's not going to meddle in that business. In that business, Mox will forever be in Kenny's blind spot. One day he will look into the eyes of the devil, and Kenny will beg for mercy. And when he realized he crossed the wrong guy. Chuck Taylor is with Orange Cassidy, and he revealed that Dasha Trent is out for 6 months. He interrupted Miro, keeping Penelope. Chuck then challenged Miro to a match next week, but Miro had a stipulation: if he wins, Chuck has to become his young boy. Chuck accepts. So we get Jake Hager versus Waldo. This was a good match and hard hitting at the same time. I like this match right here. It says Waldo cuts a brief promo saying he's going to give Hager the war he wants. The two lock up and reset. Jericho picks Hager to win and says that these are like two linebackers on the same team going at it. Hager takes down Waldo, but Waldo locks in the head scissors. We get another reset. Amateur wrestling takedown by Hager, but it doesn't praise Waldo, who unites his hair. Waldo hammers at Hager in the corner, but the two hit double lariats. Headlock by Hager lead to double shoulder blocks. Another, but Waldo leapfrogs Hager and lariats him out of the ring. They clothesline one another on the outside. We had to picture in picture. Back from the break, Waldo used his strength with some mighty judo quest toss. Fireman's carry to Jake for an F10 attempt, but Hager corners him and hits some repeat lariats. Hager decks Waldo hard, big body throw slam by Hager, 2 count. Jake goes for the Hager bomb, but Waldo gets his legs up. Ankle lock attempt by Hager. Waldo gets Hager on the apron and bumps him off hard. He immediately puts him back in the ring and delivers several suplexes. Waldo covers and kicks out by Jake. Waldo hits the swanton bomb and gets a 2 count, but Hager locks in his head submission. Waldo gets his foot on the ropes to break it up. Hager has Waldo in that head and arm triangle, but Waldo shoves him off to hang him off the turnbuckle. He hits an F10 and gets the extremely hard fought W. The winner of the match, Waldo. Like I said earlier, this match was good and hard hitting at the same time. I said post match, Waldo and Hager bump fists with one another in respect. Private Party is backstage who comes in but Snoop with some juice. Matt Hardy comes in with 2 contracts for Private Party. He talks about taking 30%. Snoop watches on a PP sign the contracts. After the break, there's the weigh in for the TNT title match between Cage and Darby Allin. Darby Allin has the new TNT title with him, which it looks awesome, by the way. But anyway, complete with black stripes. Cage weighs in 272 pounds. Darby Allin weighs in 171 pounds. Taz criticized Darby Allin because he got all this stuff on him. Darby grabs the mic and says this feud been happening for 9 months, but to Darby it's been going for 27 years as he deals with like this whole life. Darby readies to fight all of Team Taz with his skateboard, but the lights go out and here comes Sting. Taz says he's sick of the snow and he's sick of him. Next week he promised a new TNT champion and Brian Cage. Despite that Despite the respect shown between the two, Hager is still upset backstage about the loss. MJF comes in with an olive branch, and Hager accepts. We see clips from AEW Dark of Brody Lee Jr. cutting a promo on Marco Stunt. We then cut to Alex Marvez with Jurassic Express, and Marco begins to speak, but in comes FTR with Tully Blanchard. They run him down as a mascot loser, and that fires Marco up enough to sub him into the match to the tag match next week. Replace the Luchasaurus to tease another flashback, and Marco Stunt got angry. It says match card number 3, Matt Sydal versus Cody, accompanied by Snoop Dogg. This match was good for what it was. It was just good. It says the winner of the match, Cody Rhodes. Immediately post match, Luther and Sharpentico attack both men. Cody and Matt fight them off and down Sharpentico for Snoop Dogg to hit a top rope splash for a visual pinfall. That part was funny. That made me laugh right there. But anyway, it is what it is from there. So we get match card number 4, AEW Women's World Championship, Abaddon versus Hikaru Shida. This match was sloppy match right here. And it says the winner and still your AEW Women's Champion, Hikaru Shida. Tony Conte will be taking on Serena Deeb for the NWA Women's World Championship, and she have Anna Jay in the Dark Order by her side. So we get the main event of the evening, AEW World Championship, Rey Fenix versus Kenny Omega, accompanied by Don Callis. This match was fantastic. I enjoyed this match for what it was. This was some hard-hitting match. I enjoyed this match for what it was. It says the winner and still your AEW World Champion, Kenny Omega. And I love the outcome of this post-match. It says Don Callis gets on the mic and says something terrible happened backstage. They show the Butcher and Eddie Kingston have the Death Triangle isolated. Don Callis wants Kenny to finish him off with a one-winged angel. He's about to oblige. But out comes Moxley. He jabs a barbed wire baseball bat in Kenny's gut. Mox looks in control, but out comes the Good Brothers, which is I'm glad to see on AEW, to attack Moxley. That was good. That was very good. They're wearing the Impact tag titles as they hit their finisher on Moxley. After that, Kenny beats Mox down with a baseball bat. The Varsity Blondes comes in to save Mox, but they get warded off. So do others AEW stars at ringside, but the good brothers are in control. They hold Mox for Kenny as he gives him one final shot with the bat. Kenny tells the camera that Mox made him flip the switch. Mox tries to fight back, and yet again the Good Brothers continue their assault. Out comes the Young Bucks. They try to reason with the Good Brothers. The Varsity Blondes grabs hold of Kenny on the apron, and the Bucks instructively super kick him free. Kenny puts up the too sweet sign, and after a brief pause, the Bucks join the Good Brothers in doing so to end of show. Like I said, man, this AEW New Year Smash Night 1 was a good show. This was way better than Monday Night Raw. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my AEW New Year Smash Night 1 review and highlights, please drop a like on this video. Subscribe to my channel. I'll leave my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok down below in the description. And I will see you guys Friday on my WWE SmackDown review and highlights. I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a great night and stay safe. And I'm out of here.